ほんの少しの違いが全てを変える。艶やかに、しなやかに、そして華麗に。あなたも変わる。Rebound Natural Hair Oil.
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Last time we got through the Ort raids, and this time we're moving on with the actual finale of this story, which I've heard is that there is a bit left, but not too much. We're in the actual final stretch now, so I'm really excited to just get this done, wrap this up, because let me tell you, those Ort raids were crazy. To a point where I showed a friend that there's 5 hours of me playing basically one battle, and he said this game's for freaks, and he's not wrong. Anyways, let's go. So we have here the Mist World, which is where we started. The fifth sun. Formation restricted, set party battle, expended at clear, unable to continue. This makes it sound like not a real battle, but we'll see. We'll see. Who's even left? Well, wait, if we're back to like the underworld mist world, there is one character who's still there. At least if I think it's a different version of him. Let's see. Where am I? I remember now. This is where I came before I woke up in that cave. I can't see a thing, and there's no one else here. But I also feel strangely fulfilled. I think I'll go pay him a visit. Oh, so we died again. According to one interpretation of Aztec mythology, the dead were sorted into those who died in battle and those who died of natural causes. Those who died in battle were guided to the 12th of the 13 heavens, a paradise called Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan's eastern region was Tlahui's Tlampa, the final resting place for warriors who died in battle and human sacrifices. Teotihuacan's western region was Chituatlampa, the final resting place for women who died in childbirth. Teotihuacan's southern region was Huitzilampa, the bright and shining final resting place for dead children. And Teotihuacan's northern region was Mictlanpa, a zone of peaceful repose and quiet. Mictlanpa was the domain of oh my god, these names. Mictlanpa was the domain of Tezcatlipoca, the omnipotent god of war and death who demanded sacrifice. Meanwhile, there was also a separate subterranean underworld divided into 9 layers. This underworld subjected the souls of humans who died of natural causes to numerous trials in order to make them strong enough to return to the world of the living. That underworld was called Mictlan. In proper human history, it was the domain of 2 gods, the exceedingly cunning Mictlan and his wife, Mictecwakalawatl. These were the only gods who dealt solely with matters of death. The Mesoamerican peoples thought of death as a close neighbor. Thus, every god had some connection to death, regardless of what kind of god they may have been. There can be no life without death, and the question of how to explain and overcome death was one god could answer as they chose. In that regard, there was no god more inscrutable than Tezcatlipoca. As a god of war, he would seek warriors capable of winning battles, for he saw combat as the greatest height to which people could aspire. But the souls of warriors were not his domain. Instead, they were led to Tlahui's Tlampa in the east. Even though Tezcatlipoca would plant the seeds of war, it would always be another god who reaped their harvest. Mictlanpa, Tezcatlipoca's paradise of peaceful repose and quiet. Even now, it remains unclear what might have resulted in the dead being guided to this realm. All we know for sure is that it was not a subterranean underworld like Mictlan or Xibalba. The best guess we have is that it was a domain for souls who had fought a great battle and had earned a good long rest. Yep. Oh! David's here! There you have it, Tezcatlipoca. Caldia stopped Ort. Your vision of the future is no more than an illusion now. God or not, now that you've spoken of falsehood, you need to be punished. Let me go get Quetzalcoatl. I believe her domain was Mictlan to the west, right? Damn, you serious? Please, anything about the bird brains Makana. That thing rattles my skull harder than a hangover. Besides, I didn't speak falsely, or did destroy a world. Mictlan. I just embellished what came after a little bit. Could have gone all the way if I had a little more budget to work with. Anyway, we've got a guest. Looks like it's the one you've been waiting for, David. David. I wouldn't say I was waiting for him. This is quite a detour, you know. I figured the odds were 50-50. Of course he was going to show up. He still has to get back what he pawned. Oh, so you are still going to keep up the whole master gig, fighting and all that, right, kid? Yeah, I am. So if this is the border between life and death, I'm taking back my master authority. Hang on, Tezcatlipoca. I thought Tanner had already regained his master authority. We both saw him summoning servants. Yeah, he was able to do that much. As long as he had his command spells, he could use the underworld boundaries to draw the connections he's made so far. I gave those command spells to Kamazats, so we got them all back from him. I never gave up his master authority. That I still got. I see. It wasn't a truly fair fight after all. It explains why the man who saved the world seems so unintimidating. Alright, let's fight. This is Mictlan, a realm of neither life nor death. You don't have to worry about the debt you incurred to return to life now. Here, you're in perfect condition, Master. The winner will be kicked back to life, and the price that was paid returned. In your case, that would mean regaining your command spells, your master authority. In my case... What would happen in my case, Tezcatlipoca? You'd come back to life with another chance. Hell, I can even return you to the moment you summoned me. Make sure Ort destroys the whole planet this time. Of course, that means you have to face Caldia a second time, too. So we'd have to repeat that year, huh? All 525,600 minutes. Wait. Isn't that a song? 525,600 minutes. Isn't that? I didn't know that was. I thought it was just a random number in that song. No, wait. That's alright. It would only be around 30 hours. I don't get it. Why are you so hell-bent on destroying Earth? What a strange question. I'm doing this for the same reason you do what you do. It's not out of a sense of duty. It's just what I want to do. Pure self-gratification. Ha! You really are one hell of a berserker for fracturing the whole damn planet to amuse yourself. And that master there is cut from the same cloth. Alright, I'll banish whoever wins from my domain. This will be the last initiation into Aztec mythology. Don't hold back now. I want you putting everything you've got into this fight. Do that, and I'll still respect the loser. You still have your frickin' stupid dodge ability. Those who flee in panic, hesitate to kill, and second-guess justice are cowards, not to be recognized as warriors. You shun death too much for my liking. You've survived this long while holding on to your principles, so you earn my recognition. Oh, frick, it's the final ascension. Okay, can I be real? Well, I think this design is pretty okay. I think the art for this sucks. And it's the fact that it's so asymmetrical and off balance. It looks like I think it works fine with the other ones, but when he's naked like this, it makes it look like it was like an amateur drawing where they didn't flip the canvas, you know? Master of Caldia, if you truly harbor the soul of a warrior, then I'll respond as a warrior myself. And just like the arms are different thickness, it's just, I don't like it. I welcome all warriors, no matter what form they take. In Aztec culture, only victorious warriors can receive glory and acclaim. I'm all for that. But in battle, there are losers as well as winners. The loser's efforts, courage, and choices never endure. That I can't abide. Everyone who dies in battle should be met with equal reward. That's why my domain welcomes winners and losers alike. Every soul that fought with bravery, lost miserably, and was swiftly forgotten has a home here. I recognize their accomplishments and offer them rest and tranquility. So, which will you be, Tanner? Will you be a loser and go off to paradise over the horizon to your eternal rest? Will you be a winner and return once more to your own battle? Real talk, all of Mictlan is at stake in this battle. If you win, the 7th Lostbelt will truly be finished. We'll use the dawning sun, Nahui Olin, our 5th son, to bring Mictlan's story to a close. Show me your resolve. Now is the time to choose between life and death. Just because he chooses life doesn't mean he'll be able to claim it. This realm will be his final resting place. Question. Are we going to lose on purpose? Or something? Like, forced loss? Because the whole thing of I'll go back and... Has David done this before? Because the ways I could go back before the summon, because again, he gave us all these things for the future, right? Remember, we were at the store. Strange. I wonder. This realm will be his final resting place. Caldi has abused humanity far too much to be a match for the foreign god. Caldius, no, Marisbury is not an enemy of humankind. He's an enemy of the entire universe. What the frick is going on with Caldius and Marisbury? If I'm the only one who sees him for what he truly is, then I'll destroy this planet and stop humankind from becoming the greatest villains in the known universe. Your goal is to save the world. Mine is to save all creation. We may both have humankind's best interests at heart, but given how different our approaches are, this conflict was inevitable. Now get ready, Tanner. Neither of us have anything holding us back here. I challenge you not as a cryptor, but as a master. Win or lose, this is the end. Let's see how you compare to the simulation battles I imagined inside my coffin. I feel like something's gonna go weird here. I'm gonna try my best, right? I'm definitely gonna try my best, but I feel like there's gonna be something that's not normal. Now, he is a ruler, which means if we use Avengers, we could do big stuff, right? And you're plus on divinity, plus you do go after the guard, right? So I think you should be pretty good. I'm gonna go with my strong team here, right? It's this one, right? This is my team of Avengers who are really strong. I can't use MASH. That's okay. We're gonna switch MASH out for... Do I have any, like... Let's see here. You're cheap. We can put you in and then just keep you in the back here. Right? Just as a funny meme moment. I don't think we can even give you your own card, right? Nope. Too much. Okay. So... just remove this. Or, well, if we remove it, we could give someone slightly better. Nope. Never mind. Alright. Let's give this a go. Right? Because if this is... apply Invincible, right? This was the team I used, I'm pretty sure. You have Ignore Invincible already. Okay. Should we give more Ignore Invincible? No, let's just give this a try and see if we can do this. Okay, let's see. If he's all invincibled up still. There's a chance he's not, because it's a different one. So let's see. What sort of dumb gimmicks is David gonna bring, though? Okay, it's not a ton. I like the Spanish guitar. God is in the void. Wait, the foreign god is Caldeus? Huh. That's intriguing. That's real intriguing. Not what I expected. Okay. That's super interesting. I'm not going to do that this turn. I'm going to do this turn. So the foreign god is Caldeus. Huh. Whoa, he loved it. He loved that. This song rules. Okay. He's not making himself invincible, which is good. Thank you. Okay, so I can pop that and do 1, 2, 3. This will break the phase pretty much immediately. This will break this one. I'm more worried about what every time there's the gauge breaks and a new gimmick appears. It's like it's always worrying. Okay, as long as we hit that 60, we should for sure. We did. Okay. Alright, what gimmick are you gonna pop now? Blessings. Activate on defeat. Whoa. That's crazy. Midday sun. That's cool. Means sure hits on. Okay. That was cool as frick, yo. Okay. We got big supports on. So let's go with... So we want to make a burning field. Yep. What's your thing on defeat? Is it just reduce skill cooldown by 1 for all allies? That's a positive for me. That's good. Okay. Heaven damage up. I thought it gave a lot more than that. Okay, well, I thought it gave a lot more. For some reason, I thought that one gave the full meter. In that case, you'll do that next turn, and we'll do it with you this turn, okay? I use those invincibles when I shouldn't, but that's fine. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hey, if we play well enough, we will beat them before we need to do that, you know? Because we're doing the big damage. That did a lot. Yeah. And that gave back a lot. Nice. Okay. An unscarred man is no warrior. Special resist down. Dawn Sun. Whoa. Oh, well, there we go. So it wouldn't even matter. Okay, that's fine. We did the right thing. Okay. So the special resist down is gone. Decrease resistance against all attacks while HP is at 100%. Okay. So in that case, let's not do that. Do we still have the power of heaven? Yes. Okay, so let's go to your support, right? Let's go 1, 2, 3, right? Because then we'll do no, we'll hold off on should we do it? Might be yeah, well, let's use it while it's still there. Okay, and then let's do sure, let's or no, let's just do as much damage as we can here with this. Okay. Big heaven damage. Yep. Oh wow, break immediately, huh? Didn't even need that. Okay, last gauge. Dance before death. NP gain, charge up, smoky mirror. Are you gonna give yourself your dodges or whatever? The changing background is so cool with the music. Is real cool. You got your super now, which is not great. Gain resistance to normal attacks. Well. I'm just gonna gain some C stars here. Okay. Do you guys still have your anti-heaven? You have yours. You have yours. Okay, let's go. I think I should just do a full combo with you. I think that'll do more damage than anything else. Let's see here. I know it said resistance to normals, but... Oh, frick, you weren't kidding. They weren't kidding. Hey, guess what? That didn't happen. Alright. Boy, they weren't kidding. That resistance to damage sure is increased. Okay. Listen, when the game gives you a get out of jail free card, you pop it. You pop that card, you know? It's literally a good strategy. All right, let's not do that. Okay. I thought it because when they say gain resistance to something, sometimes it's like a little bit and you're supposed to go through it. And sometimes it's no, you are screwed. And that was a case of even with all those bonuses, no, you are screwed. So you have to pop super. Okay. Resume, please. Do not hit that abort button. Unfortunately, we're only going to get one off pretty much. Unless I... No, I'm not going to pop. Well, I don't think I have access to my command seals anyways still. I was going to say, if I still have access to them, I can try and force this. I do have them. And you have heaven damage, right? You do. Look how smug this guy is. I'm not even gonna let you get a chance to do anything, buddy. This is it. This is it, buddy. You're done. You're done, bucko. This is it. Say goodbye. I might not even need both. Okay, that didn't do a ton. This should. Oh, buddy. Oh, he's out of here. Wait, what? What does that mean? Oh. Oh. Thanks. Yeah, sure. Let's do that again. Okay. Not really sure what bro's plan was. Like, okay, he stunned me and gave me full meter. I didn't think he'd do that. Okay. What was bro's plan? And this time he'll actually not, we'll actually die from this probably. Because I don't think we'll do enough without the power of heaven on. Ah, let's see. Just barely. What's happening? What does that mean? It was cool, but what does it mean? Because he said he'll use the fifth sun to destroy everything, right? So I feel like that's bad. I knew it. In a competition between masters, you have the upper hand. Still, why did you have to fight his servants all by yourself, Tezcatlipoca? You're a god. Couldn't you have called in some subordinates or something? Maybe chain summon a few Jaguar warriors? He was not looking happy. Oh well, it is what it is. Now that I've lost, I'd best be on my way. Was Ort really the only way to fight the foreign god? Yes, it was. I can't form trusting relationships the way you can. By the time I'd figured out Caldeus's identity when I was working on Team A, I was far too late to stop it. Caldeus was a complete planet by then. No one could possibly destroy it. I tried threatening Marisbury, hoping I could make him put a stop to his plan. Instead, he killed himself. There was the shot of him with the gun, and we didn't know if it was him, if it was David who killed him or what. He said of the choices between his own life and his plan for the preservation of humanity, there was nothing even to think about. In that moment, I had no choice but to go along with his plan. No outsider could ever destroy Caldeus. The only ones who could ever have a chance had to be members of Chaldea. And that's your group. Me, I chose to remain a cryptor. But fighting the old Chaldea as part of the new Chaldea never occurred to me. Novum Chaldea. That's an excellent name. David, wait! You're so confusing as a character. Knock it off. You're gonna deny him a graceful exit too now? Just see him off. See him off. Mictlampa's a good place for him now. Don't worry, my paradise might be one hell of a dream spa, but it's not eternal. Once he's rested up, I'm gonna have him fight again. And this time he'll be on the winning side. When you get right down to it, this place is a rest stop. Meant to help warriors prepare for the next battle. Huh? Well, I still don't have my Master Authority back. Alright, I almost forgot. Go on then, take it. This is the form I used to trade you for it, so it's only right I use this form to return it too. Alright, time for me to get going too. It's a shame we're on opposing sides this time. And again, maybe it was for the best. I'm not much for self-restraint. If we'd be allies, I'd have wound up shooting you in the back of the head. As a rule, I lend my aid to everyone who's fighting for something, but I was really betting on David here. I mean, his vision for mass destruction was on a whole other level. I've watched entire nations die out more times than I can count, so of course I'm the kind of god who's gonna get my hopes up. But don't get me wrong, there's no such thing as a cataclysmic battle that destroys everything. It might have ended Mictlan, but you didn't destroy it. You heard how extinction happens repeatedly in Aztec mythology, right? You should have also heard that, afterward, some things always do come back to life. Even if a country or civilization falls or is destroyed, something will keep on living. Something no one can erase. You know what that something is? It's what the Danos said was bigger than them. That's right, kid. The Danos were servants of time. If any of them show up in my paradise, I'll let them know that their friend was one hell of a guy. People tend to see time as something to be measured, but it's really something that accumulates. That's all it needs to be valuable. Whether you die or your country is destroyed, time isn't going anywhere. Humans like to think of themselves as passengers riding the flow of time, but really, it's the other way around. Fact is, time is the passenger. Humans are the current that carries it. Remember this, Tanner. Humans aren't the only one marking the passage of time. There's a time humans observe, a time recorded by machines, a time for matter to wear down, a time for planets to cool. As long as any of those exists, our world will never die out, nor will there be any permanent end. Sure, some things will be lost, but even when everyone on this planet has outlived their usefulness, time will keep marching on into the future forever. Is Mash going to be utterly bawling her eyes out that we died again? And we're back this time, we'll be like, it's fine. It's fine. Like, please stop putting the sheet over me. To the Antarctic. I'm sure we're going straight there with no detours whatsoever. Oh, Senpai, you're awake. Just woke up not too long ago myself. Our battle in the 7th Lostbelt is over. After we both collapsed on the deck, we were carried to the ICU and slept there while they spent an hour checking our vitals. That's right. Fortunately, you're both in good health and I don't see any signs of cellular damage from the cosmic rays. You can head back to your rooms now. Your belongings and Mystic Code are right over there. Oh, but make sure to stop by the command room first. Commander Gordolf wants to speak with you. Got it. Thank you, nurse. Oh no, thank you. The only reason I'm able to practice my medical duties now, well, the only reason the Stormborder is safe at all is you two. You should be proud. Oh, but that's not me giving you permission to be reckless. You may be feeling better, but you're not fully recovered. So as soon as you're done speaking with the commander, bed rest. Understood? Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for taking care of us. See you later. Oh, he's so happy.
You're finally done with your checkups. It seems you're no worse for wear. Not that I was especially worried. Can't say the same for the staff, though. So before I get started, I suggest you say something to all of them.
Nice try, Gordy. But who was it that was checking the ICU every 5 minutes? I'm quite certain it was not us, since we can't listen to reports from the ICU whenever we like, you know. Kadok, was it you, perhaps? No, please. Kirielite I can understand, but why'd I even worry about Tanner? You know, he's just gonna waltz back in here like nothing happened. Be a total waste of my magic circuits worrying about him. We're in contact with Nurse, so we don't have to open the line at all. Same goes for Captain, of course. Wasn't me. I don't even know how to use the damn gizmo. Besides, if Mash is okay, Tanner's bound to be okay too, right? So I was just waiting for them to show up. Like a boss. Wasn't I, Foo? Foo! Foo? When did you get here? We haven't seen you for a while. Yikes. I think we've got what they call a preponderance of evidence here. You didn't get so much as a nibble. Guess that means you're the only one getting all impatient, huh, Chubbs?
I can't believe you're all conspiring against me even now. None of you will even look me in the eye. Drat. Guess this means I was the only one who didn't have faith.
Didn't have faith in what, sir?
It's still a matter of you, Olga Marie, who seemingly disappeared when she fired the rape proof and phoned Rod's true identity. You were always going to have to face these issues once you woke up, whether you liked it or not. I was prepared for the fact that, for the two of you to be so distraught you couldn't even stand. But here you are, looking like you always do. I'm glad to see our master has truly toughened up.
It's not that, Commander Gordolf. The only reason Senpai and I are able to keep our heads high is because you're all still your usual selves. Exactly. So all we want is for you to wrap things up like you always do.
I see. Very well then, but let's get down to business. The 7 Lostbelt's tree of emptiness have all been purged, and the subterranean world is now normal ground once again. We've also confirmed that the readings from David Samboy the Crypter and his servant Tezcatlipoca have vanished. As such, we have concluded that the 7 Lostbelt is fully excised and our mission complete. Sincere congratulations on a job well done, everyone. However, even with all 7 Lostbelts now excised, we now face a new conundrum. According to David, the planet the Forward God hails from is in fact Caldeus. So, to give us a chance to determine the truth for ourselves, the Stormborder will be setting course for Caldia Base in Antarctica. I'm sure this will feel like a homecoming for many of you, but I urge you to be cautious nonetheless. I have a hunch it's where to find the answers to the questions that still remain. For example, what purpose do the trees of emptiness serve? What is the bleached earth phenomenon meant to achieve? And what were former director Marisbury Atmosphere's true intentions when he created Caldeus? Regardless of what these answers may be, our task remains the same. The future of probably human history still rests on our shoulders. It is up to us, Novum Caldia, to unravel the secrets of the original Caldia.
Yeah!
That's what I like to hear. Seeing all of you so fired up makes me proud to be your commander. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I imagine you're all exhausted beyond belief from your all-out war with Ort. For my part, I'm just about at my limit. I desperately need a good rest, for both my physical and mental health. So what do you say we all enjoy some long overdue R&R together? Health is wealth, you know.
Can't we just hop in the simulator and go to Luluhawa again? Is that not an option? Okay, the Marines have all gone back to their rooms. I've set the Stormboarder to cruise around on autopilot for a bit. I think I'll go back to the captain's quarters and... Tanner? Shouldn't you be in the cafeteria? I thought Mash and the others were already there. I know, but first, I wanted to give you this, Captain. Aww. What's this ball? Well, you see... Aww. I still have some preparations to make, so please go back to the board without me. I'll meet you at the castle gate. Even I've never been past the 7th stratum, so I'm looking forward to the adventure that lies ahead. Oh, and one more thing. I have something of a favor to ask of you. Oh, by the way, remember last part? When I was like, what was the thing that happened? I must have missed it. In that time, on the 17th life bar for Ort, it played Shiki's last arc sound from Melty Blood type Lumina, implying, and not implying, is now confirmed, Tepu took off the glasses and used the Mystic Eyes of Death perception with a gun to take out a life bar from Ort. Oh my god. That's insane. Would you please give this to Captain Nemo? It's the Shakta ball I made for Marine. I was planning to keep it, a precious memento of sorts, but there's a very good chance I won't ever come back here. I know I may have no right after how insensitive I was to him. Even so, I don't ever want to forget how he trusted me, helped me. Most of all, I don't want to forget how strong he was to the very end. So, for all those reasons, I'd like you to please give this to the captain. It will serve as proof that, even though we come from different worlds and species, we were still great friends. This makes the fact that the April Fool's thing from a couple years ago was in fact a soccer game kind of really sad. Nemo! It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I think I might just look kind of pathetic right now, that's all. Okay. I've calmed down. That's a gift from Tepu, huh? Of course I'll accept it. I don't remember why, but I do know the Marines love soccer. Now go on to the cafeteria. I'll join you once I'm done taking care of things here. Okay. See you later then. You bet I'll remember. Even if your world or this very gift disappears along with your Lostbelt, I'll never forget your 66 million year subterranean journey with that wonderfully peaceful paradise teeming with life. Goodbye, Tepu. Thank you for being my friend. Damn, that hit hard, man. I'm holding myself together here. Wow. We're just not hiding the pretense there.
Well, here to see them off, Romani Arkamin. If humankind actually succeeds in excising all 7 Lostbelts, and only then and only then, will I recognize you as enemies. So how are you feeling now that it's actually happened? I assume by enemies, you didn't mean your own enemies, but enemies of Caldeus.
That's right. I didn't think it was possible for those claiming to represent Caldia to see Caldeus as a threat even if they learned the truth. Sweeping the darker parts of their organizations under the rug is only human nature, I suppose. But it seems Novum Caldia is not the Caldia I knew. It would appear they are a wholly new organization dedicated to the preservation of humanity, one that firmly stands against Mirrorspuri's Grand Order.
I see. That is indeed a grave matter. The plan using the foreign planet only accounted for having them excise all the Lostbelts. I don't think it was ever expected they would organize to oppose that plan afterward. It seems I'll need to hurry back to receive my next orders.
What about the foreign god? Aren't you going to compensate for her loss? As far as I can tell, her spirit origin may have shattered, but some still remains. It'd be a soulless, inferior thing. Oh! Oh no! Wait, what? Oh, the soul's gone. You know, the part that we liked. You could technically restore it if you gathered up its remnants.
That's not my job. Personally, I believe she's earned a rest. But I also suspect the Count will make cruel use of her. Especially since he has nothing better to do.
The Count? That's no, that is lowercase c, but like Edmund Dantes? What? And I was right. There are 7 born disciples. Oh, well. Read a supervising guide, the Cryptors, the Priest, the Atlas Killer, and the Incarnation of Evil. The Atlas Killer. Which one's that one? Is that... Okay. Read to supervise and lead Caldia. The detective, the professor, and the... Oh, wait. Hold up. Edmund Dantes is a foreign disciple? Okay. So this, okay. Okay, hold up. So we got Kirei. I'm guessing this is meant to be Ashia Doman. Is this freaking... Is that Muramasa? The Atlas Killer? Like the Atlas... Are we talking Atlas Institute, or are we talking about Atlas, like, in Olympus? I don't think so. Huh. That's wild. And finally, their leader, the god. I doubt Olga Marie ever realized that she herself was also a servant. Oh, well, shit. Well, that means we might be able to summon her one day.
She didn't need to know that. In the end, she was no more than an anomalous god born on a foreign planet. She was better off dying gloriously in battle, never knowing the truth.
That's rich coming from you who arranged the whole thing. Well, no matter. There are still only 2 disciples left, including yourself. Will you be able to stop Caldia?
Of course. Why else would I let their ship go on its merry way?
Oh my god, you're gonna blow it up.
That being said, we won't be the ones to actually stop them. They'll do a fine job of getting in their own way. Unless they find a way to account for their sins, they'll soon find themselves on trial with humanity itself sitting in judgment.
What is going on? I'm gonna scream. Cosmos denial, baby! So would that be where it would end if we didn't have the prologue? That's the question. Oh! Nice! We'll get that. That shouldn't be too hard to get. That's a nice surprise. We're getting there. Hey, Holy Grail, baby. The name and rank of... Oh, well, shoot. Look at that name. Good thing I didn't look too deeply into the wiki to see that as a spoiler, because I didn't actually. Faraway Night has been sent to the box. Aww. My friends were Tepu and you, the sun who always watched over me, but our lives were more filled with twists and turns and love than any other form of humanity. After 66 million years, we finally became humankind, just like you, aiming for the same sky and to beyond. There's a painting of bygone days, a tiny, special something that came into being in the sea of trees, where everyone was treated with equal value and respect. 2 people watching the ancient stars fall. Near the painter, Drawing our adventure in which we traveled wherever we pleased while repeating our mistakes, getting that everyone is the same as everyone else. That's her out of the house. That's her out of the place, yeah. A place that didn't exist, an event that couldn't happen. Dang. Oh, it's right there, huh? Now my question is also, we got these stupid bonus battles too, huh? I'm not looking forward to doing those. And Water City, I'm looking here for some of these extra ones. Right, okay, so we'll just see here. So those are regular. Okay. King Protea quest. Nice, good. I want that. Right. That one have two? I think that one has two. No, wait, this one does? Areshkigal quest. Good, I want that. Mexico City. That one, sure. Chichen Itza here. Has those. Okay. I think I'll do those off camera. I don't think people are super interested in those. One thing I will do is two things. One, let's actually go to my room. Two things. First, let's go to servant, weird origin list, bottom. So you're here. Profile. Let's give this a look here. A big god, something wrong with this Kukulcan. Okay, let's just see here. My weight on Earth? Don't worry, I'm about it. In outer space, you and I weigh the same. Kukulcan in proper human history. So yeah, this is just talking about proper human history. That's not what I care too much about. I'm just curious about... Yeah, I am reading this. I'm just reading it quickly. But I'm trying to see here. Again, proper human history. Lostbelt is not so good. Composite skill that includes divinity. Kukulcan's is highest value but has no divinity. Oh, Water of Life. Does not have that ability, and we can't even read that. So what I do want to see, though, is apparently... I go to summon after completing. So this is what I want. So normal summon is... Yeah, we heard that one, but now the new summon, which... What do we got? That's cute. That's really cute. I like that. Are there any other ones there for my room conversations, bond stuff? Yeah, so go change favorite. Class. Sure, we'll grab her right here. Where is she? Foreigner, right? Where is she? Right there. All right. Put her in her better outfit. Ascension. There we go. So. Cute.
世界とマスターを味わっていくので、そのつもりで。今まで気のせいだと思っていたのですが、私、お役に立つ側なのにお役に立ってほしいというか、マスターに海外しくお世話されるの好きみたいなんですよね。
She wants head pats so badly.
あれがケツ。
Ah, we do have one for cats. I was wondering if that counted for the Christmas one.
名前を変えて大人気になったばかりか、サーバントになったらなったでメキシコの文化にドハマりした自由なる風。やば、ものすごい親近感でクラクラします。お姉様と呼ばせてください。え、どっちかっていうと私が姉？そんなえ、暇だったりしますか？それでしたらぜひ私にお付き合いを。やりたいことたくさんありますので。嫌いなもの？特にないですよ。誰とでもお話できるし。
You really are just Goku in many ways, huh?
ミクトランでは太陽としての責任があったので、極力自分の感性、感情を抑えて。
We have like several sun figures that are all here, so you don't have to worry about that.
ミクトランではできなかったことしちゃっていいんですよね。好きなものは新しいもの全部です。こっちの文化も生活も正面から受け止めてみせましょう。今日もジャガーマンさんと
Oh, nice.
気さくで元気。
Incomprehensible.
意味不明ですごく気が合います。え、テスカトリポカの分霊？あの人が？またまた。いくら私が反人類
That's funny.
騙されませんよ。
She's like, there's no way.
しい肉体、鋭い眼光。
Oh, Orion.
気高い魂。会いたかった。あなたがオリオンさんですね。
I don't.
アルテミスさんとの逸話を聞いた
Oh,
ら
okay. I was gonna say, I don't have Orion.
違う？種友さん。じゃあオリオンさんは。
I was gonna say, I'm like, why am I getting this one? I definitely don't have any
聖
Orion.
杯には親近感があります。やっぱりエネルギー供給は無害、安定、大提供じゃないとね。
Maybe in the
という
future.
わけで
Not right now.
興味があるので。
I don't have the money for
あ
that.
りゃ？あのお姫様。
Oh, here we
もしか
go.
しなくてもアーキタイプ？そっ
That's what I
か。
was hoping for.
反人類したとああなるんだ。イシュキックとは性格も違いそうだけど。
Ish kick, that's how they kind of pronounce it, okay.
私わかります。彼女絶対私の同類。とっても仲良くなれそうで。
Aw.
イベントなんだって。
Yeah, it's just Valentine's. We'll do your Valentine.
ケツアルコアトルさん
What?
おしとやかに務めている私ですが、これに関しては妥協しません。
You know she's already kissed me, right?
弱肉強食。
Like that
それ
happened.
こそ正義ですよね。野生の掟大好きです。え？暇？
Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I do want to do her Valentine, because I was told, I had someone say, hey, it's probably a good idea to wait till you finish the story to do her Valentine, which is fair, right? Which is fair. So I kept a Valentine in line. If I got it randomly, I got it randomly, and there was nothing I could do about it. But for
いらっ
now,
しゃいませ。こんにちは。
where is it?
チョコレートとご一緒に。
Kukulcan.
皆様の真心はいかが
Orbit
ですか？
Radiant Thing. Oh. It's Ort. Orbit Radiant Thing. Wow, it just says it right there, huh? Look at all these characters who were just added and can now be in the scene together. Yeah, look, this is really going through all the previous events. Yep. Matcha lattes.
ここ数日、皆さん食堂に集まってますね。一見、和気あいあいとプラス方向のコミュニケーションをとっていますけど。
What's going on?
たまにマイナス方向というか、隙あらばお前を倒すという闘志が溢れてます。バレンタインは平和的なイベントだと聞きましたが、もしかしてトーナメント制の試合だったりします？地球の文化、裏表ありすぎて難しいです。ルールを明確に3行でまとめてほしいな。
When you say she's just Mexican Goku, Mexican female Goku, everything just clicks in place and all the writing makes sense. Also a foreigner and also has multiple forms and, you know.
ですよね。参加する選手をみんな倒せば優勝です。そして優勝賞品はマスターさんと見ました。よーし、やっちゃうか。インベイダーの血がたぎってきたぞ。
待ちな
お
さい。母ちゃんの似合う新米女神。何でも腕力で解決しようとしてはいけないよ。人類の作法に不慣れなようだが、血のバレンタインという言葉をご存知
The what? Is that real? No, shut up. Is that real? Wait, is that real? Are they bringing up a real tragedy? St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Oh my god, it was super real. Was the murder of 7 members and associates of Chicago's North Side Gang on St. Valentine's Day 1929. The men were gathered at Lincoln Park, Chicago. They were lined up against the wall and shot by 4 unknown assailants, 2 of which were disguised as police officers. Oh, this has been done by, led by Al Capone and stuff. Okay. Al Capone's servant when? Did you know Al Capone had tunnels up in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan? I used to go around those tunnels as a kid, and we'd fire Tommy guns and stuff. This sounds like I'm making a joke. I'm not. None of that's fake. I literally went through hidden tunnels of Al Capone, and they have fake gangsters set up there that let you use Tommy guns and stuff. It's wild. Anyways.
心躍る響きですが、何ですそれ?
Is he gonna actually explain it? Yeah, okay. That's really broad strokes, but sure.
敵対組織を抹殺した日に由来する。つまり、君が今しようとした行為だ。大変いけない。文化、意識の違いから起きる悲劇は多い。聖職者として見過ごすことはできなくてね。
Do you think Kotomine is like extremely homophobic in Caldia? Do you think Kotomine sees like Shufu and is like, one day you'll be saved, and she has no idea what she's talking about?
バレンタインとは、特定の人物に日頃の感謝、好意をプレゼントに変えて伝えていい期間である。相手はガードできない。積極的に画面端に追い詰めよう。
ガード不能の壁はめ、そういうのしていいんだ。
Sorry, did they say Kabehame?
一つ。
Like Kabedon, but Kabehame? Like Kabehameha? Okay, that's crazy ass wordplay.
チョコレート。ああ、皆さんが作ってるあれ。せっかくのチャンスなのに、そんな小さいのでいいの？
一つ。プレゼントは何種類も送ってはいけない。迷惑だからね。一つに絞りなさい。
It's actually Valentine's Day in real life right now, actually, so this is super fitting.
一つ、当然のことだが、戦闘行為は禁止である。ライバルへの妨害もこれに当たる。
なるほど。だからみんな笑顔の下にジャガーの牙を隠してたんだ。やる。
わかったかな。では、良いバレンタインを。
通りすがりの神父は綺麗に去っていきましたね。おかげでバレンタインの基本ルールは理解できました。が、このイベント私に振りすぎません。チョコレートとかミクトランにはなかったんですけど。
Just give me corn. I'll take corn. I'll take a giant corn.
という
Hello.
わけで助けてアースちゃん。地球の行事詳しいんで
Is
し
this
ょ？
the Moonlight Lost Room?
詳しいかどうかは別の話として、
Oh,
なぜ私なのですか？
this is interesting.
なぜって同じアーキタイプのヨシ
Oh yeah, wow, this would have spoiled it all, huh? Oh, not that I didn't know.
ちょっと違うけどスケールは同じだし、細かいところは気にしないでしょ私たち。要はあなたの都合ですね。恥をかきたくないから私に頼るという
And it's called a princess, yeah.
万能であることをアイデンティティにしているから、こういう窮地に陥るのです。バレンタインでしたか？自信のないことならやらなければいいでしょう。誰も強制はしていません。そういうことではなく、私はいくら失敗してもいいんだけど、大切な人にウルトラな贈り物をしてスペシャルな一日にしたいっていうか、簡単に済ませず自分にできる全力で忘れられない思い出になってほしいなって。自分の威厳より相手の気持ちが大切ということですか？
Isn't that just what love is, baby?
イエス、そうです。もう威厳を気にする環境じゃありませんし。なるほど。その考えなら私も行動できます。参考になりました。感謝します。その礼に、礼儀作法に詳しい生粋の王族である私からアドバイスを授けましょう。
It'd be so funny if it switched to Arquid accidentally.
話は聞かせてもらった。本来、貴様は
Enemies?
私の敵だが、今
Huh.
回は手を貸そう。
Oh, God, your voice is
我
different.
らは他の者たちのように人間の機微はわからぬ。器用でもない。菓子作りなど言語道断だ。そうも、リサーチはしもべが行うことであり、製造時の工夫、材料に自信がない者がすることだ。真の王者、いや、淑女はそういう難しいことは避ける。そうだろ？はい、同じカテゴリーにされたくないので、本当は同意したくないけど、今は
That's wild that you have different opinions of the different Arquids. You know?
その通りです、アース女。人類に次元高校が早すぎるように、私たちのチョコ作りはまだ早すぎますよね。ならば答えは明白だろう。力を示すというのなら材料の質を求めるのだ。地球上のすべてのカカオはやりすぎか。
Also, there is, like, none? There's no Earth left.
カカオを集め一つにするがいい。それだけで唯一の貴様だけのチョコが
This
出来上がる
chocolate sounds like it's gonna suck ass. It's
そ
just
のアイデア
pure,
いただきました。
pure
本当
cocoa?
のカカオですね。
Just pure, nothing else added?
ちょうどいい工場を知っているので、根こそぎぶんどってきます。
Apparently there's a factory for it, though. Okay. Did you just suck up all? Okay. Okay. Did that always have these patterns up here? It was Tezca's factory. But seriously, am I crazy? Did those always exist up there? Or I don't remember those. This background looks different in general for some reason. Am I tripping? Anyways, Tez's factories is gone. I think the sun's about to pay us a visit.
お邪魔します。マスターさんいます？やった、いるいる。さすがハッピーバレンタイン。プレゼントはガード不能で壁際に追い詰めていいんですよね。
Presents are unblockable is so funny. Oh, she did Kabedon us.
今のは暴力行為に該当するですか？そのルールは教えられましたけど、私そんなつもりは。
Staring at the cracks in the wall? Oh, goodness.
やっちゃった。普段の2倍落ち着けということですね。ごめんねマスター。こういうの初めてだから舞い上がっちゃいました。コホン、それでは改めて日頃の感謝を込めて私もチョコレートを制作させていただきました。
You know, we've known each other like a week.
何も
But that's okay, it's okay.
高価な私なのでそれらしいものになったのかは自信ありませんが、受け取ってもらえますか？
I will always accept chocolate. I'd love to try your handmade chocolate.
そうですか。ではこちらをどうぞ。ちょっと重いかもですが。
I don't know what I was expecting.
どんな出来でも受け取ってもらえるというのはとても良い条件ですね。
We have gotten many messed up
見た目はシンプル
chocolates.
ですが、材料の質は折り紙付きです。100年分のカカオと半永久的に腐らないカカオなので、
What the frick? What does that even mean?
魔力リソースにも使えますから、ミッションの時など遠慮なく使ってください。
This is no longer chocolate. Kukulcan, let me ask you something.
はい、何ですか？あ、2人の名前とか掘っちゃいます？
Did you know chocolate is food?
はい。細工品じゃなくて大切な勝負を決めに行くのに食べ物？
I don't get a lot of this with humans a lot.
It's the voice. Would food die if it ate
超過の
chocolate?
学習まだまだでした。そもそも時空歪ませてる置物とか迷惑なだけですよね。百害あって一理なし。回収します。
What do you mean it warped space-time? Don't worry, this is one. Don't do that. It's one-of-a-kind chocolate only you could have made. It's fine if it's absorbing everything in the room.
あなたにそう
It's
言ってい
fine.
ただ
We're
け
all
るなら
drawn to it in a hypernova. It's fine, I
回
guess.
収はなしで永久保存でお願いします。今のあなたの笑顔がとても素敵だったので、その映像ごと思い出にさせてください。
Of course. It's the least I can do for a great gift.
はい、味の方は保証できませんけど、私の思いが詰まっているのは本当ですよ。
I feel like I can't eat it. Physically. I think physically this thing would kill me. Orbit Radiant Thing. That's pretty funny. And just a straight up spoiler there. I do like the little dinosaurs. Oh, it's palm size. I thought it was massive. Seems to be the core of a spaceship. Kukulcan can compress cocoa into the sphere. Its density can't be replicated on Earth. This means it's completely inedible. You can try it on a special occasion. There are 4 dinosaur-shaped chocolates on the side. Mash helped. Does have functions beyond simply serving as a chocolate chip, but rest assured they won't activate unless Kukulcan is present. That's... We just got chocolate from Ort. What the frick? What the frick, actually? So I will do some more of these after. We'll catch up on all the new ones in its own bonus part, which we'll do. In addition, they did just release today the trial quest for MHX Altar, which I don't think we did that. I think we missed that one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't think we did this one. So let's get that there, because then we'll do that, because that's just, again, content that I never did. So we'll do that and some more Valentines after. For now, though, we do have a very important thing to do. I need to catch up and finish the story Ordeal called Prologue. I've been told this isn't very long. So let's do this. I need to know where we go from here, you know? We're approaching the Antarctic Circle. Trismegistus predicts no danger today. That means we can relax and not worry about enemy interference, at least until we reach Chaldia Base. Still, at least remain alert as we prepare for arrival. I can't believe we're finally going back to Chaldia Base. First, there's something I would like to say. This is a separate matter from Chaldius, which we now know to be the foreign planet. My analysis of test subject E is complete. Oh, right! I forgot about Markiplier. Would you like to hear my report, Commander Gordolf?
Oh, right! We still have that issue to deal with too. Frankly, I'm well past my limit for crazy revelations, but not hearing you out certainly won't help matters. Very well, you may give your report. Get on with it then.
And I'll begin with the data I was able to analyze. I can now confirm that the mysterious laboratory our field agents Tanner, Mash, and Kadok infiltrated was in fact a research facility that also existed on our world. As many know, there was a facility in Nevada's Area 51 dedicated to the clandestine study of UFOs and extraterrestrials. While our field agents were not able to verify the exact equipment used at the facility during their visit, Trismegistus 2 was able to use the data Mash's Ortnax recorded to confirm that the facility was 99% matched for Area 51. That means test subject E was being kept at a facility from proper human history. Yeah, that tracks. That place might have been in the middle of a huge singularity, but it was too out of place as a building. Makes sense that the singularity spawned from that operating room. Yeah, I agree. It also ties into our theory about who the mastermind was behind the... It's while we're going back to Trom just randomly. It also ties into our theory on who the mastermind behind that singularity was. That is the one who summoned a whole mess of servants. The way I see it, that room was the only part of the singularity that belonged to proper human history. Or at least it belonged to a celestial body that was as close to proper human history as it could possibly be. Was that a singularity on Chaldius? I might even go so far as to theorize that the facility itself was located in Chaldius's Nevada. Oh my god. You think that facility was inside Chaldius? Then is that why the corridor looked like it was in outer space? Because we were actually traveling between planets? That's my guess, yes. Displacement magecraft is absolutely a thing. For example, let's say we have two Gordies here, Gordie A and Gordie B. Assuming they have the exact same composition and volume of data, displacement magecraft would let them swap out instantly, no matter how far apart they might be. And the reason for that is, of course, because they're completely indistinguishable to a third party. Only the Gordies being displaced would know they've been swapped. Heck, in some circumstances, even they might not be none the wiser. Oh my god, what are we getting into? When something supernatural occurs without having a noticeable impact in the world, that's when we know a magecraft has done its job really well.
Indeed. This particular kind of magecraft is theoretically possible, but be exponentially more difficult with a larger target. If memory serves, I believe I heard an old mage unaffiliated with the Clock Tower was studying it.
That sounds like a reference to something I don't know.
Also, please don't use me as an example from now on. The idea of waking up one day having A or B appended to my name is the sort of thing that keeps me up at night.
Displacement, swapping out. Could that have been what bleached the Earth in an instant? You think Chaldius' surf... this is tough because it's Chaldius', right? I think Caldeus's surface and the Earth's surface were swapped out. Caldeus is obviously much smaller than Earth, but since it does contain a copy of the Earth's soul, that does essentially make it identical. Since Caldeus's volume of data and soul composition are the same as Earth's, their surfaces could be, well, swapped regardless of the difference in size. Honestly, I was always more puzzled by how Earth was bleached than how it looked after the fact. I mean, it's not possible to instantly destroy the entire civilization on a planet's surface without harming the planet itself. So, you're saying they were just swapping the planet's surface out for one that was already bleached? That would be a different story? Right, which would mean that our world, the original Earth, is still safe and sound on Caldeus. So if we can restore Caldeus's and the Earth's relationship to the way it was, your future will continue on the path it was meant to. Well, that's good. So everything can go back to the way it was, huh? Human history can pick right back off where it left off in 2019, when Earth was wiped clean. But hang on. Caldeus is supposed to be simulating Earth 100 years from now. And that would mean that the lab we saw was from 2119. But then everything about that lab, including the technology, seemed identical to what we would expect to see in 2019. So you're saying it's too old to be from 2119, right? I found that strange as well. I determined rather quickly that it was on Caldeus. Of course you did. But it certainly did not look like any cutting-edge technology from 2119. And yet the data we have on test subject E clearly shows it died a few days ago. Since the place it occupied was on Caldeus, that would mean it died in the year 2119. The level of technology in the lab is the same as that of 2019. I was, for a time, concerned that I would not be able to explain this discrepancy. What if they just weren't able to update the equipment there? Precisely. Difficult as it may be to believe, because one wonders why something so ridiculous could happen. That is indeed what did happen. Given the gap of 100 years, the only sensible explanation is that the equipment could not be updated.
Was that even possible?
Most likely, this is owed to extenuating circumstances of some kind. For example, they may have had a budget or personal shortfalls. In proper human history, Area 51's secret facility was shut down around 2001, and the research budget was drastically reduced. So the most likely explanation is the same facility on Caldeus ran into the same kind of trouble. Well, that's definitely one possibility. Securing an adequate budget is one of the biggest and most important issues facing research efforts. There's one big difference between the lab on Earth and the one on Caldeus. Test subject E. The fact that an alien life form existed in the lab on Caldeus means Caldeus's version of Earth must have achieved something proper human history hasn't. In which case, I'd expect there'd be plenty of funds made available for this lab in the national budget. Which means there must be some sort of trouble. That need not detain us at the moment, so let's move on. The corpse you found in the operating room had this exact same biological composition as us. Despite this, Trismegistus II did not recognize that corpse as a human from Earth. No, it's not that it did not, it could not. Even with the same data values, there's something different about it. Because of that error in logic, Trismegistus II was unable to come up with a final conclusion on test subject E. Instead, it just got stuck on the phrase where it labeled the object as human. So once I set that conclusion aside and focused exclusively on analyzing the situation, a great deal of information became clear very quickly. Data point 1. Test subject E is a human from the version of Earth in Caldeus. Data point 2. If the bleached Earth phenomenon is actually Caldeus' surface, then Caldeus' humans have all died out. Data point 3. The equipment used in the lab on Caldeus' Earth were antiques, and all the technology developed between 2019 and 2119 is no longer functional. This can be assumed from the remnants of buildings still extant on the bleached Earth. Any machinery that could operate on such a world would have to be at least 100 years old. Simple combustion engines like those used in motorcycles would most likely still function. Well, that's a good random reference. So those are the facts I was able to ascertain from test subject E. We take those into consideration when asking why test subject E became a master, why they summoned so many servants, and why they spawned such a huge singularity. Everything points to revenge. The Caldeus Earth was bleached. We might not know how it happened. We can figure out why. Caldeus Earth was bleached so its surface could be swapped out with our Earth's. Test subject E knew that. That's why they gave their servants those urges. They wanted to take revenge on proper human history for destroying their world. Test subject E was aware that they were the last member of Caldeus' humankind. That made them the sole representative of all of Caldeus' human life. And fact, that's the only explanation for how they were able to summon that many servants. Otherwise, there's just no way one person could possibly summon so many. It must have been the collective will of every human who died on Caldius that made summoning servants in such numbers possible. It also explains why they had so many command spells. It must have been all the collected command spells from every human on Caldius with master potential. That would mean that corpse was a nameless, regular person who found themselves responsible for the future of all humankind. Just like you, Tanner. But that would mean... If you're seeing this file, you must also acquire information on test subject E. Well, it should be your job to analyze it and determine what it is. I've decided to be generous and make things a little easier for you. Test subject E is not a terrestrial being. It is the remnants of a being humanity secreted away, probed, and experimented upon in that facility over 100 years. I believe its cries of agony as it lay dying are what drew the fallen god, its compatriot, here. That feels like this contradicts what was said then.
Wait, hold just a damn minute. I do feel bad for what happened to Caldius Earth, but there was nothing we could have done about it. We have nothing to feel actual guilt for there. More importantly, though, I'd like to get the timeline straight. According to the report I read, when Tanner first came to Caldius in 2017, Caldius was already at a point where the future of humankind could not be observed. So, is that when Caldius was first bleached?
No, it wasn't. The light of civilization had died out here and there because of Singularity F. But other than that, Caldius' surface was the same as Earth's. It was Sheba that said it couldn't preserve human history or observe it beyond 2018. We can all vouch for that. And honestly, given what happened with the incineration of humanity and the Bleach Earth phenomenon, it makes sense Sheba would come to that conclusion. So Caldius Earth must have been bleached sometime after the incineration of humanity was resolved. But that would mean Caldius was deceiving us back in 2019, back when we were undergoing special processing.
So Caldius was operating normally until the Radiant experiment in 2017. Or I suppose it had yet to reveal its true villainous nature, which would mean it didn't foresee Solomon's incineration of humanity. In fact, if it hadn't been for that, this plan would have probably been put into action at the end of 2018. It's certainly safe to say that Solomon, well, Oasia's machinations through Marisbury's schedule, so perhaps if not for Singularity F, the surfaces of Caldius and Earth could have swapped places sooner.
Good point. The explosion in the command room definitely wasn't part of Director Marisbury's plan. Can you believe that we are 650 episodes in, and we are right now addressing the cause of part 1? We are 650 videos, over 1,000 hours altogether. And we are only now going, hey, why was there the explosions at the start? So what happened afterward is another part of what led to our present very strange circumstances. Something must have gone awry when Lev dropped Olga Marie into Caldius. Unless it was his plan all along. That's all the information I could tell you about Test Subject E. Fortunately, this analysis has revealed at least 80% of Caldius' intended purpose. We now know that it was always meant to swap its Earth, that is, its human history, for ours, and that it was the intention of Caldius' creator, former director of Caldia, Marisbury, and Hemisphere, that this happened. Okay. Of course, that leads to the next problem we need to consider. Why would he do such a thing? Well, who could possibly benefit from this? I completely agree. Neither I nor Trismegistus II were able to arrive at an answer to this query. Goetia wanted to create an undying life and planet without death. Krishtaria wanted to evolve all of humankind. David said he wanted to destroy Caldius to salvage humankind's reputation, even if it meant destroying Earth along with it. I may not agree with their reasons for doing what they did, but I can still understand them. But bleaching all of Earth? That I cannot understand. I cannot see what the ultimate goal could be.
Maybe he was just fed up with humanity and wanted to cleanse Earth by getting rid of it.
No, Marisbury wasn't that kind of person. He wasn't a nihilist or even a pessimist. He was a good mage who loved seeing humans prosper. and wanted to push our collective knowledge even further. I bet. If he wasn't a genuinely good guy, King Solomon would never have answered his summons during the Fuyuki Holy Grail War. So it's safe to say Marisbury was definitely a good mage. The problem is there are quite a few shades of good. Whatever Marisbury's goal was, it must have been something extreme enough that we'd never think of it, like daybits. Yeah, maybe you're right. I mean, we're talking about a clock tower lord here. There's no telling how much of his vision of prospering might have differed from ours. Yeah, so right now, all we figured out is Caldeus's current condition and the fact that our Earth is safe. But we should find all the answers once we get to Antarctica. How much further, Nemo? Funny you should ask. We're actually just about to enter the Antarctic Circle now. I'm not seeing any obstructions. Are we race shifting? Why are we race shifting? What? We should reach Caldea Basin. Uh-oh. Wall dead ahead. Full reverse, hard to port. All hands brace for impact. What just happened? Sheba did not even warn us. I detect no hostile signal or gravity field, and yet we still are being repelled. What kind of air pressure could possibly keep the storm border away?
Damn it. I should have known it wouldn't be that simple. Is it the form god? No. Is it Caldeus itself? What's going on, Technical Advisor?
I don't know. There's nothing unusual going on in Antarctica at all. This barrier sprung up on its own. No, it didn't. Everyone, I think this is a wall of humanity. What does that mean? I recognize this defense. Oh, what? It's the same force that powers Sir Galahad's noble phantasm, Lord Camelot. That means the preservation of humanity itself is protecting Antarctica. Why? Galahad's doing this? I've done a lap around the Antarctic, and that wall surrounds the entire region. We can't get past it with the Storm Border's dimension-piercing drill or the Shadow Border's zero sail. I don't know why, but all our attempts are being repelled. Nothing works. Never seen a wall like this before. As it's entirely formless, we have no way to break through. Every special navigational technique we try fails. I have no idea how it works or why it's doing this.
Unbelievable. Our destination is right in front of us. We can't even get near it. Technical Advisor, help them. Is there anything we could do? Surely you must have analyzed it by now, right?
I'm sorry, but I'm completely bewildered too. What is this, some kind of prank? Right? The thing pops up whenever we approach, then disappears when we move away. It's completely denying us any way to get through, but it's also barely damaging the ship at all. Can't even figure out what's powering it. I think I preferred the storm walls. So it's just like Lord Camelot then. Of course this was going to happen. Now that the 7 Lostbelts are gone, Caldeus has become the formation of humanity, the celestial sphere for the preservation of humanity. Who? That wall isn't meant to keep Caldeus safe. It's a checkpoint intended to keep foreign elements out. The Antarctic is not what's keeping you out. Proper human history itself is rejecting you. What? That voice. Wait, it's him? Who? Oh. That's Romani Archiman. Marine, try to record what he's saying. Roger, pointing camera his way now. Say cheese, mister. God, playing the leitmotif of the game here is gonna kill me. It's the domain of proper human history. None of you can enter it as you are now. I'll admit, even I didn't foresee this outcome. Over the course of this war, you've handled far too many things that simply do not exist in proper human history. Huh. Are we doing this? Okay, so I knew people said that the Ordeal calls are focused on the extra classes. I thought it was thematic, not literal. Rulers, alter egos, avengers, all manner of servants that don't belong to the 7 classes. Now, after you spend so much time abusing these classes which should not exist... What? Proper human history regards you as foreign elements. Are you serious? You use Steel, Dark, and Fairy type too much. You can't go back to playing Gen 1. Until you correct this imbalance, you'll never be able to set foot near Caldeus. You cannot take those things. No, that's not right. You cannot take those servants with you into the time beyond 2019. Not with your current understanding. What are we doing? Tanner, the gears within you no longer mesh. Why do these classes exist when, by rights, they shouldn't? Because they want to innovate on gameplay? What do you mean we're integrating this into the story? What place do these weapons have in human history? Once you understand and accept the answers to those questions, you will be foreign elements no longer. Turn your ship around, Novum Caldia. There are places where you can correct the imbalances and atone for the sins you unknowingly committed. That is the duty you must fulfill now. Your ordeal call. Once you have settled 4, no 3, no 5 imbalances, and the celestial sphere will see the light of day. You are sure to face partings as you walk this path. Be certain you're prepared for this. It's actually 4, I know, but this is insane. Trismegistus too has arrived at a conclusion. It looks like the mysterious figure was telling the truth. The barrier around Antarctica is a kind of self-purification mechanism, and we're the reason it's being created. As much as it pains me to say this, it seems that humanity currently sees us as criminals. Apparently, we ourselves are the ones preventing us from setting foot in the pure land of Antarctica. I knew it. This wasn't an attack, it's an alarm. Extra classes aren't meant for humans to handle. Extra classes are typically too much for humans to handle. Oh, you're just saying it again. And given all the servants from extra classes we've been using, of course humanity would reject us. This is weird that this is part of the canon. I guess we've done the equivalent of using weapons banned by international law like they were going out of style. We can't deny we're guilty as... Sorry, probably wasn't the best example I could have picked. It's okay, Munier. I understand. Thank you. Are you counted among the extra classes, I wonder? Still, facts are... Oh my god, could you... Listen. If each of these ordeal calls are related to the extra classes, if the final one is ordeal call Shielder, I will... Like beyond the last ordeal call, like the final chapter, I will cry. Still, facts are facts. If Caldeus was made with ill intentions, even secretly, then of course someone will have to be held accountable for the demi-servant experiments. I accept that, and I will let my own deeds demonstrate the rightness or wrongness of my creation. Even if creating me was wrong, there are still so many futures for us to choose from. Fortunately, I was lucky to receive the power to protect. Whatever you have to say about me, I'm certain this power isn't wrong, isn't evil. Yeah, damn straight it is, and also you knew!
Well said, Kyrielite. But should anyone ever learn of this incident, it's clear you all face serious consequences. Is there anything I could do for them? Anything to ensure these fools will be rewarded instead of punished?
It's true. Director Marisbury's Caldia was evil. But it's equally true that what came from it was undeniably good. The accident that happened during the 2017 race shift experiment, along with everything that came afterwards, put an end to Director Marisbury's Caldia forever. Not just physically, but in spirit, too. The only remaining staff were a dozen or so employees, all unaware of Director Marisbury's intentions. Romani Arkaman, who felt a strong responsibility to stop the incineration of humanity. And that meant Caldia became an entirely different organization than its founder intended. It became a place to preserve not one man's vision for the future, but a future imagined by many different people. And that's never going to change. Not now, not ever. If there's something wrong with us, we'll just fix it with the same courage and wisdom that's brought us this far. That man said we have an imbalance, right? There must be points in time affected by this discrepancy. Just some distortions similar to singularities. So we're gonna find them, prove our innocence, then come back to the Antarctic. Hard to starboard, huh? As captain, I have no objections. Besides, I was just thinking we could stand to go back to some of the places we saw standing buildings and resupply.
Very well. As I said earlier, I never expected this to be quite so simple. Do as you see fit. I can stick around a little longer.
Speaking as an alchemist from the Atlas Institute, it hurts me to hear that we're being treated like criminals because we've been relying on certain kinds of weapons. That would mean a third of this situation is my fault, correct? So I, of course, have no objections either. Trismegistus 2 and I will continue to help you all along your expedition. Well, looks like your goalposts have been moved a little further back than we were expecting. How are you feeling about all this, Tanner? I'm sure not going to turn back now. Alright, then let's start exploring the world. We can think of this as getting all our ducks in a row before a showdown with Caldius. In fact, everything has worked out as desired, including the opportunity to resupply. That being said, we still have no idea what we'll find out there. We'll have to deal with the imbalances we've racked up over the course of our battles to date. We'll have to face scrutiny of our mistakes from humanity itself. I hate to borrow that guy's wording, but I can't deny it's a fitting name for this mission. Operation Ordeal Call it is. Once we overcome these new trials, we'll reach our final destination. Huh. Oh my god, wait, do we get a trailer? Wait, hold up.
7つの異分体を切除したことで、カルデアスは人類史の基礎、人理保障研究となった。ノーム・カルデアは反人類史にはないものを扱いすぎたせいで、そこから弾かれている。
What are those symbols? Oh, those are the Ordeal Call symbols, I'm guessing. Oh wait, no, those are the Lostbelt symbols, right? Maybe? What are those? Yeah, no, those are, okay. Vestiges. Etherlight. Etherlight. Sakura. Divine Comedy. Final Destination. Trumpet. Women of the... Rani! Flames. Wish. Paper Moon. The Count. Family. Crime and Punishment. Tokyo. Holy Grail War. Avarice. Hatred and Loathing. That one hasn't happened yet. That one hasn't happened in Japan yet, I know. What is that even meant to be? Because that's been on the title screen for a bit, but I don't know what that means. Like, what that thing is, I don't know. Do we get a new title screen? Are you hitting us with a new title screen? They're gonna. Wait. Okay, no, it didn't. Huh. That's real interesting. Huh. Well, I feel like I've accomplished a lot, and I want to do a victory roll. Now the question is, which one do we get? Merce? No, Pope Joanna. I mean, I could do that. Story summon? We could do a... you know what? Sure, let's do a story summon. We never do these. This'll be one where I'm just like, you know what? I want to see. Let's see here. Story summon, right? Let's see. What do we get? What will we... I mean, probably nothing, honestly. It's probably going to be nothing. Oh, well, that's new. No, it's not. Never mind. Wait. Is this the one we got for beating the thing? Wow, I didn't know you can just get those. Okay, that was... yeah, okay. That was kind of lame. Anyways. That's fine. It'd be super cool if we dropped one of those. No idea what to expect when we go there. I mean, okay, I know the locations of the 3 ordeal calls that have currently been confirmed, and well, I guess we know the 4th. It's at Tokyo, which is Tokyo Holy Grail War. Is it gonna be prototype? Is it gonna be prototype? Are we gonna actually get a prototype? There's no way, right? Maybe? Oh my god, hold up. Yeah, so I know the locations of them. I know practically nothing about them other than the servants that appear in them. And you know, I knew their sort of, you know, theming, but again, I didn't know it was a literal story-based thing. I thought it was a friggin' just hey, you know, this one is based on this and there's going to be a lot of servants from it. It's like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know it was actually going to tie in. The Count being a foreign god disciple, that's very interesting and concerning. There's a lot there that's really interesting. I don't have much else to say other than we won't, I mean, we're gonna have another video here. I'm just gonna ask, do you guys want to see me do the costume unlock missions for this? If so, let me know and I'll show them, because if they're just long drawn out battles, I like the one we had to do for Oberon, I don't think we need to see it. If there's anything special with them, let me know. But next time we got a couple things to do. We'll do the challenge quest for this. We got the Mysterious Heroine X, and we're gonna go through a bit more Valentines just because might as well do them while we're here, right? Yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. See you next time for some more Fate Grand Order. Ciao.
Yes.